First off, Happy New Year, 2021. So, um, you know, I haven't made a video in 2 or 3 weeks. I had the COVID first responders videos. Those were awesome. Super happy with how those went. I think a lot of people learned a lot. And I felt like the news was kind of slow for a while. And I think there's another reason that I hadn't made one. I think deep down, some part of me was hoping that with this new year, everything could just go back to normal. And we could all be okay. And I was hoping there wouldn't be a need for me to do this. To keep giving you this content every day. I was hoping the media could fix itself. I was hoping... I don't know what I was hoping. I was hoping I could just work for a while and then go to college and have some money saved up and just not let the pros handle it for a while. And then today happened. I don't think I'm being dramatic when I say that what happened today shook me to my core as an American. And that's how I'm speaking to you right now. As a fellow American. And as a journalist, too. But mainly as one of you, which is why I'm not wearing the suit. I'm not going to sit here and talk down to you when I myself am just as much a participant in everything that happened today as the rest of you who were at home watching it or on Twitter. And if you were watching it in real time, it was horrifying. There's no way around it. It was terrifying, I think, for a lot of people to see a symbol that of democracy, like the Capitol building, invaded and tarnished by so many people was just seeing people breaking windows. You know, it was jarring, to say the least. It really put things in perspective for me about why I do this. About why I decided to start this channel in the first place. And I had a moment today when I realized something. I was watching someone I know. I had broken the news to them about the Capitol building. And I had told them, and they were going through their phone on an app to do so. And in the middle of it, they see a statement by a political figure they did not like. It wasn't Trump, it was another person. And they just go, "Oh, you finally said something right for once, you expletive idiot." And I don't know what it was, but in that moment, I realized something. Something clicked in my brain. the media, it's not people, it's not these people that are on the television that are trying their best to give you the story. And it's not the other people, even, that are preaching their opinions and their beliefs, like Cuomo or Hannity. Those guys, while some of them are very flawed, don't get me wrong, are not the reason that there is a major problem with the media in this country and in the world. No, the reason that there's a major problem with this media in this country, in the world, is that there are people that are the bosses of those people that I mentioned before, the business executives of the world, of places like CNN and places like Fox News, you know, that have figured out that the way to drive clicks and traffic and views, whatever you want to call it, to their website and to make them money and their channels and making them money, the way to do that is to create hatred within the American people, is to create hatred of each other, to create hatred of everyone else, to create just this conflict between the American people and whatever. Obviously there are existing conflicts, but what they do is they take that conflict and they elevate it. They take it to the next level. They put it to places, they air misinformation, some of them, and they elevate this conflict because they know it is the best way for them to make the money that they want to make. And I think in the last 24 hours, I've realized something. I have realized that the true war in this world, it's not against race or religion or poverty or class or any of those things, although obviously they're all major problems. No. The true war that has been there since the beginning of time and plays out time and time again is of this thing that we call hatred. This thing that we call prejudice and violence, this violence and this hatred that spreads from person to person, like the coronavirus. You know, I was telling a friend today that I think I was on live, and I had said the last time that I could remember something like this happening, I was in the 5th grade, or 5th or 4th, and my mom, she picked me up from school that day early, and I was so confused. I was like, Mom, what's happening? Why are you picking me up? And I can't remember exactly what she said, but she had said, someone in Connecticut today did a very horrible thing to a group of elementary schoolers, and I just wanted to be with you today as soon as I heard. And that day was Sandy Hook. remember just being a little kid, just not knowing what was happening and being scared, but having my mom there to embrace to make me feel better. And I think I was lucky enough to have that, and a lot of other people don't. And the reason I do this, I don't think I've ever told this story, but before I wanted to be a journalist, I wanted to be Superman. Like legitimately, that was like my elementary school and parts of middle school. That was my dream. I think with a late night comedian in between. So I wanted to be Superman, and I just wanted to save people. And I was like, okay, I need to pick something. I'm going into high school. I can't be Superman, obviously. I was like, all right, what is his other job? I was like, okay, journalist. Nice. Let me try that. And I fell in love with it. And I never really stopped and took the time to think about why I do this until today. And I don't do it to be Superman. I don't do it like so many other people do when they get into a career. I don't do it because I think I'm going to make $1 million. Believe me, I know I'm not. Trust me, I've done my research into the journalism salaries. The money's not there. I don't do it because I think I'm going to get famous. I doubt I will. I don't do it because I like having some kind of platform. Don't get me wrong, it's nice, but it's also equally kind of scary sometimes. Just even having 25 subscribers, I'm like, oh my god, what if I put the wrong video out? No, I do it. I do it because in this world, everybody is trying to sell you something. Their opinion. Everybody is trying to sell you their way of seeing things. They're trying to sell you this idea that there's only one side to the story, and it's theirs. And that's just not true. No, you see, the truth is much more complicated than that. The truth is that a story is like a Dungeons and Dragons dice. There's 20 sides to it. And the journalist's job is to go through all those 20 sides, put them all together in a way that, first of all, is true, and second of all, makes sense to you. That's the journalist's job. And if you don't have somebody like that in America, and you don't have, enough people like that, I should say, because there are some people right now, then you get what happened today. You get these people that resort to violence, that believe these blatant lies and misinformation, and that's what it is. It's a lie. Trump lost the election. We all know it. Stop pretending. And it's scary. And I was scared today. I've been scared for a while about something like this happening. I just never thought I could. And today I was proven wrong. And I have to be honest with you. I don't know how we move forward from this as a country. I have no idea. But I do know that no matter what happens, I'm going to make you a promise right now. For as long as it takes, I'm going to be the guy who, once a week, if not more, sits in this chair and tells you what happened today and the truth, and tries to put some good out into the world, along with all this negative crap that everyone else spews trying to divide each other. And the guy that tells you things you need to know, and the guy that tries to bring people together through the facts, not through the BS. So, with that being said, here's what you need to know today. A woman died after being shot on the grounds of the United States Capitol building. Protesters supporting the election in favor of President Trump stormed the building and were able to infiltrate the House, and lawmakers were evacuated as they were voting on the results of the election. Now, we don't know the name of that woman, and we don't know who killed her for sure. But I think the one thing we do know is that I myself, and I hope many people, will all be hoping that one day we can look back on this time in history, on this day, as the day when we all learned to put aside our differences and come together and stop the madness for the sake of our country. And then that woman's name might be remembered as the last time that our differences led someone to be killed. Now, ma'am, I don't know your name, but I would like to say to you and your family, may you rest in peace. My name is Chris Dunleavy. I hope all of you are okay. I hope all of you that might be in DC are safe. And like I said before, I don't know what comes next. But in the bottom of my heart, I believe that tomorrow will be a brighter day. So I'll see you then.